This hypnosis recording is intended for relaxation and personal development purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical or psychological treatment. Please do not listen to this recording while driving, operating machinery, or performing any activity that requires your full attention. Find a safe, comfortable space where you can fully relax without interruption before pressing play. Results may vary from person to person. If you are experiencing serious mental health concerns, trauma, or a medical condition, please consult a licensed healthcare professional before using this or any other hypnosis recording. By listening to this recording, you confirm that you are doing so in a safe environment and of your own free will. Welcome to Cosmic Garden. Before we begin, find yourself somewhere comfortable, somewhere safe, and somewhere you can allow yourself to be completely undisturbed for the duration of this journey. Allow yourself now to settle in, and when you're ready, take a slow, comfortable breath in and slowly release it. And another breath in and let it go. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. And as you continue breathing naturally, just notice that you're here, right now. Nothing else needs your attention. For these next few moments, you have permission to simply exist. And perhaps you can begin to notice the places where your body is supported. The surface beneath you, the weight of your body settling into that support. And you don't have to hold yourself up right now. You can let yourself be held. Allow your attention to move gently through your body, noticing your feet, your legs, your hips, your stomach, your chest, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your neck, your face, and anywhere you notice tension. You don't need to make it disappear. Simply notice it and imagine giving that part of yourself permission to soften. Your shoulders can soften, your jaw can close and loosen. The muscles around your eyes can relax, and with every breath, you can settle a little deeper. Because there's nothing you need to prove here, nothing you need to perform, nothing you need to be for anyone else. Just you, exactly as you are. And in a moment, I'm going to invite your imagination to take you somewhere. Not somewhere you need to choose consciously, not somewhere you need to figure out. Just allow your mind to create a place where you feel deeply alive. A place where something inside of you feels lighter, more open, more free. It could be somewhere you've been before, somewhere from childhood, somewhere in nature, somewhere you've always dreamed of visiting, or perhaps somewhere that doesn't exist anywhere except within your imagination. There is no right place. Your mind knows exactly where you need to go. So simply allow that place to begin forming around you now. Perhaps you notice the ground beneath your feet, the air around you, the temperature on your skin, the sounds that surround you. Maybe there are colors, or scents, or textures, or simply a feeling. And take a few moments now to just explore this place. Notice what it feels like to be somewhere that makes you feel more like yourself. Not the version of yourself that the world expects, not the version who has responsibilities, expectations, roles, or labels. Just you. And as you explore this place, you may begin to notice something. Perhaps you hear something in the distance. Perhaps you notice movement. Perhaps you simply become aware that you are no longer alone. Someone is approaching, or perhaps they are already there, waiting for you. And you don't need to be afraid. There is something familiar about this person. Something that feels strangely comforting. You may not recognize them immediately, and that's okay. Simply allow them to come closer. And as they come into view, notice what you notice. What do they look like? How old are they? What are they wearing? What is their expression? How do they carry themselves? And perhaps most importantly, notice how you feel in their presence, because there is something about them, something you recognize, not because you've met them before, but because some part of you knows them. This is your authentic self, the part of you that knows who you are beneath all of the expectations, beneath the roles you've taken on, beneath the opinions of others, beneath the stories you've been told about who you are supposed to be. And you don't need to change them. You don't need to question them. You don't even need to understand them. Just be with them. Allow yourself to stand before your authentic self now and simply look at them. Look into their eyes. Notice what you see there. Perhaps confidence, perhaps peace, perhaps playfulness, perhaps strength, perhaps a softness you haven't allowed yourself very often. Perhaps something entirely different. There is no right answer. Just notice. And now, allow yourself to sit with them. Perhaps you sit beside them. Perhaps you walk together. Perhaps you simply stand together in this beautiful place. However your mind creates it, allow it to be exactly as it needs to be. And for a moment, you don't need to say anything. Just be together. And when you're ready, you can begin a conversation. You might ask your authentic self, "What do you want me to know right now?" And then listen. Don't search for an answer. Don't try to make one appear. Just notice whatever comes. A word, a thought, an image, a memory, a feeling, or perhaps simply a knowing. You might ask, "What have I been afraid to let myself be?" And listen. And perhaps there's one final question you want to ask. Whatever question feels most important to you right now, ask it and listen. You don't have to understand every answer. You don't have to remember every word. Your conscious mind doesn't need to make sense of everything that happens here. Your subconscious mind can hold on to whatever is important and allow the rest to simply drift away. And now your authentic self may have something they would like to give you, something chosen specifically for you. Perhaps it's an object, or a symbol, or a color, a word, a feeling, a memory, or something you could never have imagined. Don't decide what it should be. Simply allow them to offer you whatever they have brought. And when you receive it, take a moment to look at it. Notice its shape, its weight, its texture, its meaning, or simply the feeling it creates within you. You don't need to understand why this is the gift. You don't need to know what it means yet. Simply receive it and allow yourself to trust that some part of you knows exactly why it has been given to you. And now, your authentic self has one final message for you. Something you need to hear. Something perhaps you've been ready to hear for a very long time. So listen now. Let the message come. And whatever you receive, allow yourself to accept it. Now, as you remain together in this beautiful place, you begin to notice something else. Perhaps at first, it's simply a glimmer of light. And as you turn toward it, you notice a mirror, a beautiful mirror standing nearby, and something about it draws you closer. So when you're ready, walk toward it and stand before it. Take a moment and look into the mirror. At first, you see yourself. And then, you notice something different. The person looking back at you is you, but perhaps not exactly the you see every day. This reflection carries something you noticed in your authentic self. Perhaps it's the way they stand, the way they look at you, the light in their eyes, the confidence in their expression, the peace in their face, the freedom in their body. Whatever it is, you recognize it because it belongs to you. And as you look into the mirror, you realize something. This isn't someone you need to become. This isn't some distant version of yourself waiting for you somewhere in the future. This is you. A part of you has always been there, and perhaps you've simply forgotten how to see it. Now, look into your own eyes and allow yourself to recognize yourself. Really recognize yourself, without judgment, without criticism, without asking yourself to be different. just you. And when you're ready, reach your hand toward the mirror. Notice what happens. The surface isn't solid. It gives away beneath your hand, softly, easily, and you realize you can step through. There is no fear. Your authentic self is there with you. So take a breath, and when you're ready, take one step forward. And another. And as you move through the mirror, you move through the reflection of your authentic self. Feel what happens as you step completely through. Perhaps you feel warm, light, energy, peace, strength, or simply a deep sense of coming home. And as you move through, feel your authentic self merging with you, not becoming something separate, but becoming whole. Feel that part of yourself moving through your body, into your chest, your heart, your mind, your arms, your hands, your legs, your feet, everywhere, allowing that sense of authenticity to settle deeply within you. And as this happens, you realize you don't have to leave that person behind, because they were never separate from you. They were always part of you. And now you remember. You remember what it feels like to be yourself, fully, honest, and authentically. Take a slow breath in and feel yourself becoming more grounded in who you are. You are allowed to be here. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to have your own desires, your own boundaries, your own dreams, your own voice. You don't need permission to be yourself. You don't need everyone to understand you. You don't need everyone to approve of you. You simply need to listen inward and trust yourself. And from this moment forward, you may begin to notice moments where you naturally choose what feels authentic to you. You may notice yourself speaking more honestly, choosing more freely, saying yes when you mean yes, and no when you mean no. You may notice yourself recognizing the difference between what you truly want and what you have simply been taught to want. And each time you choose authenticity, you strengthen this connection. Each time you listen to yourself, you remember. Each time you honor who you are, you become home to yourself again. You don't have to be perfect. Authenticity doesn't mean having everything figured out. It simply means being willing to listen and being willing to honor what you hear. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to grow. You are allowed to discover new parts of yourself. And through every change, there is still something deeply and unmistakably you. And now, take one more long look around this beautiful place. Notice your authentic self within you. Notice the gift you received. Notice the message they gave you. And know that you can return here whenever you want. You don't need to remember every detail. You don't need to recreate this experience perfectly. You simply need to remember the feeling of being completely yourself, the feeling of being completely at home within yourself. And whenever you need to reconnect, you can return. You can breathe, close your eyes, and remember, because your authentic self isn't somewhere outside of you. You carry that part of yourself everywhere you go. And now, begin to bring your awareness gently back to the room around you. Notice the surface beneath your body. Notice the air against your skin. Notice the sounds around you. Begin to deepen your breathing, and when you're ready, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Perhaps stretch gently, and take one final beautiful breath in, and release it completely. And carry this feeling with you. Not the feeling of becoming someone new, but the feeling of remembering who you already are. And when you're ready, open your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. Welcome back.